There is no denying that Africa is changing, in a positive way, of course. Recently, Africa has been investing big in mega projects worth billions of dollars that is going to take Africa a step ahead when it comes to development. Africa is building and developing key infrastructures in order to support its fast and young growing population. Currently, there are 10 ongoing multi-billion-dollar projects in Africa that will change Africa's economic situation positively, and you will find out that these projects are very interesting. So stick around to the end. If you love African development and economy, then like and video and be sure to subscribe as we drop new content daily. Number 1. The Konza Technology City in Tanzania. Konza Technology City is a smart city project that is coming up in the eastern part of the country. The project is part of the country's Vision 2030 blueprint and is expected to generate about 17,000 direct high-value jobs and a further 68,000 indirect jobs once completed. The project, which is located 64 kilometers south of the capital Nairobi, is modeled around the U.S. Silicon Valley, hence the moniker African Silicon Savannah. It targets business process outsourcing, software development, data centers, disaster recovery centers, call centers, light manufacturing industries, and research institutions. The project's cost is $14.5 billion. Number 2. Egypt's new capital city. Egypt's spanking new capital, rising up out of the desert sands, is set to bring a breath of fresh air to Cairo that is weighed down by its population that continues to rise, putting a strain on existing infrastructure. Located 4 to 5 kilometers east of Cairo, the smart city has 21 residential districts and 25 commercial districts. The city will have a recreation park double the size of New York City's Central Park, 90 square kilometers of solar energy farms, and several artificial lakes. The new capital is expected to draw a population of 7 million people in its first phase. Other key features include a technology park, 40,000 hotel rooms, a theme park 4 times the size of Disneyland, 2,000 educational institutions, 1,250 mosques, 663 hospitals and clinics, and a new international airport. Transfer of government ministries, foreign embassies, parliament, and presidential palaces is expected to take place by end of 2022 at a cost of $4 to $5 billion. Number 3. Dangote Oil Refinery. Dangote, the richest man in Africa, is building an oil refinery. The Dangote Oil Refinery project is set to be the world's largest single oil refinery. Situated in Nigeria, the facility will produce a capacity of 650,000 barrels per day and will boost economic growth in Nigeria and generate thousands of jobs. The refinery project will cost a whopping $14 billion, and once complete, the planned refinery and petrochemical complex is expected to account for half of Africa's richest man, Aliko Dangote's sprawling assets. It is also expected to increase the country's oil exports and reduce its reliance on imports of petroleum products. As a result of this, economic growth is being boosted and thousands of jobs are being generated for citizens. The refinery generates 95,000 direct and 25,000 indirect jobs. More importantly, the refinery is expected to increase the country's oil exports and reduce its reliance on imports of petroleum products. This refinery is really a big deal for Nigeria, because it does not only serve as a means of employment but also a medium for development. Number 4. Grand Inga Dam. The Grand Inga Dam is a hydroelectric dam at the Inga Falls on the Congo River. The dam is designed to have an average of 39,000 megawatts annually. This is nearly twice as much as the Three Gorges Dam in China, making it the world's largest hydropower scheme. The project was supposed to begin in 2016, but something went wrong, and it did not. But according to records or plans, the dam is expected to provide power to nearly half of the continent. To pull off such a project requires capital, which is why the estimated budget for this is $100 billion, which includes the cost of transmission lines needed to carry the power across the continent. Number 5. The Lagos-Calabar Railway. The 1,400-kilometer Lagos-Calabar Railway, which will be built at a cost of $10 billion, is, without doubt, one of the biggest infrastructure projects in Africa. The project, which was initially contracted to a Chinese company, is being eyed by Amory Metro Inc., based in the U.S., after the Chinese failed to raise the funds. On completion, the Lagos-Calabar Railway will connect the cities of Port Harcourt, Uyo, and Aba, thereby enhancing the movement of goods and services in the region. Once this project is completed, the traffic problem in Nigeria may be reduced. If you are still watching this video, it means you love and are interested in African development content. Take a second and hit the like button. It helps us grow. Have you done that? Let's proceed. Number 6. Bagamoyo Port, Tanzania. Tanzania is not left behind in this race of megaprojects, which is why it is constructing an $11 billion port at the Swahili historical town of Bagamoyo as it races to become a regional economic powerhouse. Bagamoyo Port in Tanzania is set to be the largest port in East and Central Africa. The project is a tri-state venture between Tanzania, China, and Oman. State-owned China Merchants Port is building the port, while an Omani sovereign wealth fund will establish a 1,700-hectare special economic zone adjacent to the port. Estimated to cost $10 billion, the port project is estimated to take about 30 years to construct to reach its full potential. The port will be able to handle 20 times more cargo than the port in the Tanzanian capital Dar es Salaam, the country's largest port. Number 7. Kenya Standard Guage Railway. Kenya is building a 969-kilometer standard gauge railway from Mombasa to Calabar at a cost of $9.9 billion. This has been billed as one of the largest and most ambitious transport infrastructure projects in Africa. Phase 1 of the project spans 472 kilometers from Mombasa to Nairobi and has been completed at a cost of $3.27 billion, while Phase 2A from Nairobi to Naivasha was constructed at a cost of $1.5 billion. The railway line is expected to move to Kisumu at a cost of $3.7 billion. Number 8. Modderfontein Megacity in South Africa. This mega project is being built in Johannesburg, South Africa. This project is a Chinese-funded project and is a hub for Chinese firms investing in Africa. This $8 billion project is designed by the Shanghai Zendag Group and is the company's first venture estate. This project will serve as a major source of employment on the African continent after its completion. According to speculation, this project, which started in 2015, is expected to be completed in the next 15 or 20 years. I know it seems a long way away, but no. It does not seem far, but it is far. But looking at the greater picture, we have given a lot to benefit when this project is over. For instance, the level of industrial activity will be very high. The most important part about this is development will be available, especially residential development. Number 9. The Mambila Hydroelectric Power Project. This power project is ongoing in Nigeria, and the reason for this is that we all know that Nigeria has a problem with electricity, and the only way to solve this is to come up with a project, despite the fact that this project has been planned for more than 2 decades. This project is worth $5.8 billion, and it will cut across 3 dams across the Donber River in Taraba State, Nigeria. The facility will have a total installed capacity of over 3,000 megawatts of electricity. 10. Grand Ethiopian Dam. The Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, formerly known as the Millennium Dam, is a gravity dam under construction on the Blue Nile River in Benishangul Gumuz in Ethiopia. Work on the 6,000 megawatts dam began in 2011 and is now 70% complete, way behind the July 2017 completion date. The Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam will be the largest hydroelectric power plant in Africa and the 7th largest in the world once it gets completed. It is estimated that the reservoir will take 5 to 15 years to fill with water. The $4.8 billion facility is, however, facing criticism from rights groups who argue that it has displaced nearly 20,000 people. That was it for the top mega projects in Africa. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If aren't subscribed to the channel, be sure to do so. We drop very informative videos every now and then.